got some more questions from you guys. First off, Pierre Eagle, I hope I said that right, says, since you spend a lot of time playing video games, what do you do when you're not playing, and how often do you go out with friends and have a good time? I don't really leave the house. Yeah, I really don't actually leave the house much at all. If I do, it's just because I need to go pick something up, but like go to Target or something, or the post office, or go to Starbucks. Yeah, I'm not a really going out kind of person. I kind of like to stick around my house. Yeah. If I'm not playing games, then I'm usually making videos about games, or, well, hello, Yoshi. Working on cosplay. I do work on cosplay a lot. But that's about it. Oh, and I go to Disneyland a lot too. That's probably where I see my friends the most. Or I have friends over here and we play video games and card games here, because I do love tabletop games. And I love having people to my house. I don't like going out much. I'm not a partier, not a club kind of girl. I'd rather have just, you know, like a small handful of friends over to play video games. It doesn't even have to be anything serious. It can be, yeah, I put her toy there, now she wants it. It can be something silly like, you know, Mario Party, Mario Kart. One good party game I love to play is Boom Blocks on the Wii. I don't know if you guys have played that, but it's really, really good. Travis says, what is your favorite first-party game developer? Ooh, that one's easy. Naughty Dog, of course, obviously. I adore Naughty Dog and everything they do. What I really like about them is their attention to detail. I'm huge on attention to detail, and it's the little things that you don't necessarily might not notice right off the bat, but it kind of completes the environment, or it completes the experience. I think Naughty Dog's nailed that. They're the best at it. Roy says, out of every game you've ever played, what has been your favorite and why? That's a hard question. I can never pick one game that's my favorite, because my list of favorites, they've all been my favorite for different reasons. Some just played better, some were more creative, others gave me a fuller emotional experience, others were just fun to kill things. It all depends. I do have a video, though, that I put up of my top 10 favorite games of all time, and I think I go over why they're my favorites, but just off the top of my head, I can't pick usually just one game, but BioShock, Uncharted, God of War, Borderlands, Super Mario Sunshine / Super Mario 64 / Super Mario 3, best 3 Mario games ever, Silent Hill 2, Fatal Frame 1, Eternal Darkness, Conker's Bad Fur Day, just to name a few. Those are some of my favorites. Then Simon says, Devil May Cry is one of my favorite game series. Have you played the game at all, and if so, which ones are your favorite? I have played all of them. I loved the original Devil May Cry. 1 and 3 were my favorites. I played the newest one, just called DMC. It wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as people said it was. I think they were just more pissy about the character design, which I wasn't too much of a fan of, but the game wasn't that bad. And I just recently played it because it was free for PlayStation Plus users, so I downloaded it there and played it. I don't think I beat it, though. Oh man, I think I had like 3 more chapters left and I quit. But it's fun. I enjoyed it. The first one, though, has my heart, and I'm hoping that I'll have it done by Comic-Con this year. I'm working on a female Dante from original Devil May Cry 1. Female Dante costume, so I'm hoping to have everything done by Comic-Con so I can show you guys. Lastly, Jed Earl has 3 questions. First one is, why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube because I was super shy, and you know, I still am shy. I was starting to do some video stuff for GamePro, and I just kind of wanted to get more used to talking into a camera and getting used to being in front of it. And it's helped a lot. Not fully. I think I will always be nervous before going on camera. Always. It always kind of, right before I do an interview or I'm about to do a show or something, I always get like super nervous and like I'm just like, oh god, I get sweaty and it's just, blah. But once it starts, I'm fine. I think I'll always be a little camera shy. And I'll always shy, actually, in person. But being in front of camera and doing YouTube has definitely helped. And it's fun. God, it's so much fun. His second question is, were you into cosplay costumes as a youngster? Growing up, cosplay wasn't a thing. And it didn't become a thing until really, really recently. I mean, before, cosplay was seen as like something really weird. Even if you were a cosplayer, then you were probably into some really weird shit, is what people always assumed. Or a super mega nerd, because remember, mega nerds weren't a good thing. Now they're a good thing. Now being a nerd is cool. I was always into costumes, always. We weren't allowed to trick or treat at my house because I grew up in a Christian household. Don't say any shit about Christian households. My parents are awesome and I love them dearly, and they are two of the best people ever. So we weren't allowed to go trick or treating, but I still wore costumes every year, and my mom would make my costumes. She's amazing. My first costume she made that I loved was Rainbow Bright. My mom's awesome. And his last question is, your thoughts on Gears of War Judgment? Did we need it? No. Is it fun? Yeah, it's fun. I don't think the story is very solid, and I don't think the characters are as solid as we've come to know. I think Judgment would have been better as like a $30 downloadable game. Yeah, I don't think we needed it though. They said Gears of War 3 was the end, and it ended, I think, on a point where we were like, okay, it's done. Now let's see where, Epic's gonna go. We didn't need Judgment, but it was so fun, for Gears fans anyways. So that is it for this episode of Ask Rachel. If you want to send me your questions, please do. I love hearing from you guys. Just email me at rachelmoore@gmail.com. Put Ask Rachel in the subject line. And yeah, again, I will always say this, I'm behind on questions, so don't get mad at me if I don't get to them right away. But I'm working on it, and I will get to your question as long as it's not super weird. But send me super weird ones anyways, because sometimes those are fun. Oh, and I got some cons coming up. Indie PopCon, Double Yay, hope to meet you guys. E3, San Diego Comic Con, and I will be at Kamikaze, probably Anime Expo, and hopefully, don't know yet, but hopefully I'm working on trying to get back to London for MCM Comic Con. I'm at MCM Comic Con in October, but I'll let you guys know and I'll keep you posted. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I love you guys. Thank you.